All right, people, let's talk about Instagram and how to use it to market yourself to land paying clients. A phrase that I use quite often is content is king and distribution is queen. First and foremost, you have to create great content, but the second most important thing is to effectively distribute that content. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to effectively distribute your content using Instagram. Now, we're going to be focusing specifically on a case study of my assistant, Jake Weisler, who has been using Instagram as his sole means of marketing his wedding video business for the past 2 years. But the principles we teach here can be applied to landing clients for other types of videos as well. Jake and I have explored just about everything there is to explore when it comes to Instagram, and we're excited to share with you everything we know about how to use Instagram to its fullest potential right now. So let's dive in.
All right, so if you haven't already, make sure to create a business account for your Instagram page. It's linked with Facebook, so you'll have to create both. A business account is way better than a personal account because of all the data that you have access to. You can see how many accounts you've reached in the last week, how many people you've reached. You can see how many views each of your posts are getting and where most of your followers are based out of. All of that helps a ton when you're creating promotions, which we'll talk about later. And you can see how old your followers are, along with the times of day that most of your followers are online. So go ahead and create a business Instagram account before moving forward.
Now, Instagram is a vast tool with endless uses and possibilities.
And the way we use Instagram might not be the best way for you to use Instagram. But like anything in this business, I hope you'll find some great insight on things to apply to your business that work for you. Anything can be customized to a specific business. So it's up to you to take what you learn here and mold it to your brand. All right, first things first, let's talk about your appearance. Let's talk about your branding. Your brand is what plays a large part in the type of clients you attract. What does your feed look like? What do your clients look like? What describes you in your bio? What's the name of your business? What's your account picture? All of those things make up your branding, and we're going to break down all of that right now. First, let's talk about your business name.
I get asked this question a lot, and my advice is to use your name as your business for industries like videography or photography, simply because you are the business. Your art, your video creations are the product. You are selling yourself as an individual capable of producing a beautiful video. So it makes more sense to use your name as the brand, since that's what people will link your work with. Generally speaking, people connect much better with people, not faceless companies or businesses. So by using your name, you make it easier for people to connect to your business because you are the business. That's why most successful YouTubers and most successful videographers and photographers all use their name as their business. Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, Adam Grumbo Films, Parker Welbeck Productions. Maddie Hapoya's YouTube channel used to be called Travel Feels, but he smartly rebranded to his own name so that people would connect with him as the individual. Think how much less you'd be drawn to Peter McKinnon's channel if it was called Flamingo Films or something abstract like that. Now, one pro I do see to using an abstract name like that is that if you grow your business to a team of creators and want to phase yourself out or sell the business, it will be easier to do so if your name isn't attached to it. But I would argue that you could always just rebrand if you ever grow to that size. Point is, when starting out your own business, I believe it's going to be easiest to market yourself as an individual rather than as a faceless entity. So just something to keep in mind.
I used to go by Weisler Studios, but like Parker just said, I wanted my business to be more personable. Anyone can have the camera and lens I have and edit the way I do, but there can only be one Jake Weisler Films experience. And from my experience, that's a large reason people book you. People are just as concerned with how well they'll work with you as they are with how good your videos are. Moving on, under your account name, there's a light gray area where it defines what you are. On your Facebook business account, you can change this to whatever you want it to be. I chose event videographer. I'm not sure how much it helps. Maybe it does a little bit with the searching, but that's what I did. Under that, you have your bio. Mine used to say Salt Lake City based, wedding videographer, etc., etc., but it was just so busy looking, and I realized if I was already open to travel, why mention the location? And if my page was full of wedding videos already, why mention that I was a wedding videographer? So I cleaned it up, made it look more artsy, simplified it, and just put timeless wedding videos for adventurous couples with some pine trees. The pine trees help illustrate my vibe and my branding, and I want my feed to also illustrate that vibe.
Look how consistent Jake's feed is. His colors and thumbnails all match the other ones. As you can see, his colors are deep green, whites and blacks with warm tones, and it's consistent throughout all of his videos. It helps his Instagram page look consistent, clean, and professional. Imagine if his feed was overly saturated and bright on some posts and then dark and moody in other posts. People wouldn't be able to trust him and get a feel for what all of his videos look like, and wouldn't be 100% sure of what their wedding video would turn out to be.
I have highlighted stories above my feed, which honestly I just use to help people get to know me. They can watch those and see that I'm not this serious, solemn, intense videographer, but they like to have fun, be weird, and try new things, all while being as sincere as I can be. Again, these types of things have helped people trust me and love my brand. And to me, my brand is so much more than the videos I make. People could not care less if you have beautiful videos. If they know you're a nightmare to work with, they won't want to hire you. So there's a look at my feed. And again, followers do not matter, but they definitely play a part in your brand. I noticed that once I passed the 10K mark, my clientele became higher paying. I was attracting people with larger followings who saw the number of followers as a testament to the video quality, which it isn't, but some people see it that way. It also helped validate my work. A large following can show that people love your work, they love your brand, and they want to continually support it.
Also, once you hit 10,000 followers, you can introduce links into your Instagram stories that people can easily swipe up to your videos or website, which has helped us engage our audience much more and get them to act on call to actions and send our potential clients right to our website.
And my following is completely natural and organic, which means I did not pay for followers, which I'm very proud of. As you post quality content consistently, your following will increase. Alright, so let's talk about using Instagram now. Hashtags are a great way to connect with other artists and also to be found. A lot of my weddings have come from a bride searching the hashtag wedding videographer and having tons of my videos pop up. Placing that hashtag under my videos has made me about $20,000 so far in the last 12 months. But there are thousands of people who use that hashtag. So again, if your content isn't up to par, people will just scroll past you and go to the better videos. Hashtags depend on a few things: your area, your work, and your target audience. I've spent the last 2 years finding the right hashtags that help my Instagram videos get great engagement, or in other words, get viewed and liked by many people and the right people, which mean more potential clients see it and want it for themselves.
Experiment, research, find hashtags that work for your brand. Follow photographers and videographers with a similar style to yours and or to a style that you want to achieve. I guarantee they have hashtags in their comments in their posts as well. Also, the more often that you like posts, Instagram will automatically suggest hashtags for you to follow that are based on those interests. In short, to get engagement, you need to be engaged. You want your videos to be as clean and crisp as possible when you upload them to Instagram. I've already talked about the best export settings for Instagram videos in the export settings video under the editing section inside the course, so rewatch that if you haven't already.
Once I export out a video, I just airdrop it to my phone and upload it right from my camera roll. If you don't have an iPhone, you can Dropbox it to yourself and download it onto your phone or any other number of file transfer methods. Once I select the file from my camera roll, you can choose to make it full screen or cropped. I personally like the full screen look, but you can do square formatting or whatever you want. Once you've chosen your format, you're taken to a page with 3 options: filter, trim, and cover. I hope you never use the filter option. You should have already color graded your video. Trim. This is where you can select your favorite sections of the video up to 60 seconds. Sometimes I make 60-second trailers of my wedding films. Sometimes I just upload 60 seconds from the final video. Regardless, I like to pick my favorite 60 seconds that illustrate the prettiest scenes and the most emotion. In other words, promoting my best work. I want to show what I can do for a bride and groom. Once you've selected the section you want, go to cover. When I select the cover for my video, I pull up my Instagram feed on my computer so I can make sure that the thumbnail will match my vibe. I want variety, but also consistency. I want the colors to match, but not be repetitive. Besides looking good on your feed, your main goal should be to choose a frame that makes people want to click on it. Once you choose, you're taken to the page where you can write the caption, tag people, and add locations along with posting it to your Facebook page, Twitter account, or wherever. Your captions can vary, but I've noticed that when I leave a cliffhanger in the comments, my video views go way up. Like in this video, I wrote his reaction is priceless. So now all my followers want to watch his reaction even though it's at the very end of the video. Stuff like that. I always tag the couple and any vendor involved that is highlighted in the clip, like the makeup artist, the florist, the photographer, the venue, etc. Because then they engage in the video and usually want to follow me and repost my work, which gets you more followers and seen by tons of potential brides who are following those vendors. Once the video is posted, I copy and paste my hashtags from my notes into my Instagram post. Then my viewers' comments start rolling in.
Instagram pushes your content on the Explore page if your engagement is doing well in a short period of time, aka if you're getting a lot of traffic on your post. Traffic meaning comments, likes, and views, but especially comments. So when the comments start coming in, I make sure to respond to as many comments as I can right away. This tells Instagram that a lot of people are commenting on the post, even though half of them might be me. Then Instagram pushes that video to the Explore page.
And if the thumbnail is catchy enough, people will view it like crazy. Like one of my videos that got over 100,000 views in just 8 hours. This also helps build your brand by responding to your followers. People love validation. So when they follow you, comment on your stuff, and then you reply to them, they love it and want to comment more. It makes your brand personable and people love that.
Now, before you post, go to your analytics and see when most of your followers are online. You can check by going to the 3 lines in the top right, then Insights, then go to the Audience tab and scroll down. My best time to post is around noon every day, so I only post at noon 2 to 3 times a week.
I've experimented like crazy with promotions. They're not ads. They're just boosting your posts to get more likes, more views, more followers, and website visits. I've learned from intense trial and intense error that people will not book you based on one clip you throw on their feed. They want to explore all of your work because a wedding videographer is a huge decision. Whenever I do a promotion, it's to get people to visit my Instagram page. Why not my website? Because people mindlessly scrolling on Instagram are far more likely to visit an Instagram page than leave the app and scroll a website. That's why my website is at the very top of my Instagram page. If they like what they see, they can click on the link and contact me. But my page reflects a variety of my work at a very quick glance. It's the best of my work, and they can quickly watch it, see thousands of people commenting how much they love it, and it creates this desire inside this client to want it for themselves. Remember, people have about a 0.5 second attention span nowadays. Your feed should capture their attention right away.
So when you create a promotion, just go to the post, hit promote, and it brings you to this page of where to send people.
You can do what you want, but I always choose to send them to my profile as I mentioned earlier. Select target audience. I've experimented with this like crazy, so here's a look at my best promotion insight. Create an audience, name it what you want, and then select location. This is up to you, but if I'm promoting a wedding post that was filmed in Arizona or the desert, I want to target those locations. If I'm promoting something from Utah or the mountains, I do that as well. You can either target major cities or just the whole state. I personally target cities because I don't want to waste money on small towns in that state for no reason.
Interests. Do anything wedding related. Do weddings, wedding videography, wedding photography, wedding dress, wedding reception, wedding planners, etc., so that anyone who is planning a wedding will be targeted. This will also target some vendors as well, but that's great too. There have been times where Jake has booked a client because a photographer saw his boosted post and then recommended to their client that they book him for the video. Other things to target: age and gender, do 18 to 35. That's typically a good target range for brides. As for gender, only do females. And that's because we learned that males aren't as interested in the wedding planning. They usually don't have the same interests that the brides have, so don't spend money on males. Only target females because they're 90% more likely to follow you and contact you.
Next, you choose your budget. Instagram tells you your estimated reach for how much money you put in over a period of days. I found that doing promotions over a shorter period of time are best. That would push my video in a shorter period of time to more people and would help get greater engagement. If you want quick engagement, spend $20 or $30 over 2 days or something like that.
The best way to check to see if your promotions are doing well is to log into Facebook, and then in the top arrow, hit Manage Ads. This takes us to Jake's Ad Manager. Remember, Facebook owns Instagram, so if your business account is set up correctly, this is what you will see. Here we see all of Jake's promotions that he's run. We'll filter it by lifetime so we can see the history of all of them, and we're not going to dive too much into this right now, but the most important metric to look at here is cost per result, meaning that for this ad, for example, it took 23 cents for one person to click on Jake's profile, and a healthy click per result for this type of promotion is anywhere from 15 to 30 cents. Anything higher than that, and I would recommend adjusting your campaign parameters to achieve better results. And you can dive deep into your data to see who is converting well and who isn't, and determine what adjustments to make based off of that data. And again, we're not going to dive too much into detail about how to check your analytics. And again, remember that it doesn't matter how perfect your campaigns are set up. If your content is horrible, your campaigns aren't going to perform well. These promotions are based off of viewers liking what they see and wanting more. If they don't like what they see, they don't want more, so why would they ever click on your video? So work hard to make sure that your content is desirable so that your promotions are actually effective. Also, don't feel like you need to promote every single post. I'd recommend every few weeks, promote something that you feel is your absolute best work and that you know will attract people to your page and to your website.
The main goal for Instagram is, like I've said before, to post quality content consistently. Don't post crappy videos every single day or twice a day. People hate that. I post my videos once or twice a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks depending on how how much quality content I have. You don't want to annoy people with average content. You want to feed them consistent, beautiful content every few days.
Instagram is a tool, and like any tool, it takes time to learn and practice to get specific results you need for your business and brand to thrive. So make sure to put some time into experimenting and learning Instagram to achieve the best possible results for your business. Hope this video helped, guys. As always, if you have any further questions, please let us know.